Good day, I'm Ikslorin, and I don't know if you actually have realized this, but it seems to me that each and every time someone comes up with any new archetype for any other class than Mage, it doesn't take that long before someone figures out how to replicate it with Mages too. I mean, really, name me one archetype that Mages cannot do in any way. Okay, maybe the Ramp do it, but except for that, really, what can't Mage do? I mean, just here we have an Aggro Mage, one of the older ones, as you can see, and on top of that I have a Hand Mage from day 9. Really, and I didn't realize that you could do that, but, well, I thought for sure that Druid Mill thing, that surely shouldn't be able to be done by Mages, but hell, someone is just a genius and has surprised me with this beautiful little thing. So, what we really have in here is actually a rather simple deck. What you would probably not imagine from the fact that it is not something that you would think a Mages could do, but well, let's just keep that for later, because that is my conclusion on this deck, about at least for now. I don't know, I haven't played it that much, but it seems to work really well. So we have Frostbolts for removal, Doomsayers comboed with Frost Nova or an and or Cone of Colds. And so just for removal, really hard removal, Explosive Sheep, again for removal. I think you can sense a theme here, just a lot of removal. I mean, we have Flame Strike, Blizzards too, Polymorph, that's a really hard removal there. And then we also have, there was something else, wasn't there? No, I think actually I just said everything, but still. Point being, we have a lot of removal with this, because we don't want to kill our opponent with anything like a Fireball or a combo. This is not a Freeze Mage, this is a Fatigue Mage, so we just want to kill him by Fatigue. So we want to get him to Fatigue as fast as possible, having him reaching Fatigue first, and then just keep ourselves alive with Antique Healbots healing ourselves together with Alexstraszus and one Ice Block only. And, well, just keep the board clear, really. That is why we have so much removal here in this thing. And just because we cannot really draw cards ourselves without... we can only have symmetrical card draw, so we have Cold Lights for that, and Deathlords because he will only draw cards from that. That is drawing a card. Some people don't know that, but Deathlord is actually drawing a card. Not a copy of the card, but just drawing a card. But because of that, you would want some extra card draw in any other way, but since we cannot go for any kind of Arcane Intellect without ruining the whole thing about this Mage, we are having some duplicates and Echo of Medivhs in here. Genius thing, I think. I mean, this is card draw without being card draw from the deck itself, which is really what you were looking for. Also, duplicate is a really nasty thing, especially with something like a Sludge Belcher. I mean, you can deal with one, maybe two Sludge Belchers through... Man, I cannot say that. Sludge Belchers throughout a game, but imagine 4 or maybe even 6 of them, right? That is just way too irritating to get through. But, well, so that is really what this deck is. That's why I said earlier that it is so actually rather simple with what it is. Oh yeah, removal, Big Game Hunter. That was the one that I missed. But still, it only has 3 things in here. Card draw from him and you. And then a lot of removal with all of this stuff. And then healing for a little bit and keeping yourself alive. That is pretty much all you also had in the Druid Mill. But for some reason it just... seemed more complicated actually, just from looking at the list, but in some weird way, actually the deck list seems rather simple and something that maybe even I could have made. Obviously, I couldn't because I'm too stupid for that. But it doesn't have to be a complicated deck just to be a good one. It can also be simple. Also, but just because I say it looks simple doesn't mean that it plays simple. Remember that too. This is because you have to be playing this very different from any other time. You have to remember what you can do when and where. Okay, this is a terrible hand, right? Ice Blocks, duplicates, the Sludge Belcher. We need removal. And we need a lot of it. We are at 17. The day of recording is the 9th of February. And this is not really that much better. I'm thinking that this is going to be a warlock. Or handlock. Yeah, it is a warlock. Whoa, I'm good. What? No, this is a Zoolock. Not a handlock. Mainly just because it is that early. And because it is... well, because... Yeah. Exactly what I just said. Because it is so early. In the month. And... Yeah. I don't know what I'm really... How I can... say more than what I'm saying. I'm just going to repeat myself, ain't I? So he has already put down 2 sludge belchers, which I'm really fine with. I'll just let him poke at me. I'll just accept the heal here. I'll just slowly pick away at him. Then I can go for a cone of cold at some point. If I need to. I'm thinking that he's probably... What the hell? Okay, so this is a handlock. With these in it. For extra early removal, as it seems. Okay, very, very interesting. Well, then we're just going to keep on picking away. I don't really want to do anything else than that. Getting both of these down to 1 HP, we can kill them with a cone of cold. What is it going to do? 5 HP? A sludge belcher. So this is a control-y thing, handlock thing, as it seems. We're down to 20. We could go for Frost Nova Doomsayer combo. I don't feel like that would be a good idea though. We could also just Frost Nova this and keep the combo for later. I'm thinking we should probably keep Doomsayer for something better than that. So this getting ourselves up to 25 again. Also, this is wonderful for a Flame Strike for later, so that's cool. Life taps, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, he has all the cards for handlock, but yeah, he's actually putting ourselves in positions that I've never actually had to deal with. This is a very weird board. This is something I've never seen from a handlock before. He plays differently, but you can surely see that this is a handlock. Okay, we don't want to Echo of Medivh nothing here. Big Game Hunter and Echo of Medivh, that wouldn't be the worst. Explosive Sheep. And now we cannot go for any Echo of Medivh now. We could go for Frost Nova just to keep him away from killing us. Yeah. And we cannot Frostbolt kill that, so but that's not the point here. And just hit him in the face. Since this is a handlock, we should in theory be really good in here, especially if he life taps all the time. We just have to be sure that we actually keep the Frost Nova Doomsayer stuff for later. I mean, as in for whenever he throws down his big stuff. So if we Flame Strike now, then we're up to 28 again, and he has a small weenie taunt that we don't really have to be minding us, or really have to worry about. I mean, that's 1 HP for every turn. It will stack up over the turns, but for now it's fine. I don't really know if I wanted to just throw down stuff. Ah, there's a mountain giant. I cannot see a reason to go for 2 explosive sheeps and then Echo of Medivh, even though that seems cool. I mean, we can go for 2 more explosive sheeps if he actually ignores them, and then we can kill every giant that there is, but that seems like a waste. We can go for a Big Game Hunter. That seems like a good idea. We can also Echo of Medivh that, so we have to be sure that we keep it safe somehow. He has to only deal 1 damage with it, and he can go for a Slime in and then do that. I don't want that to happen. So actually I'm going to Frostbolt it because of that. Because I would rather want him to keep my Big Game Hunts on the board and make it so that he cannot play Immortal Coil in it. I hope that's a proper right decision. He life taps. He's down to 14. I'm to 19. That's cool. Also, it should be rather easy to... Damn. It should be rather easy to... Couldn't I actually last turn just have Echo of Medivh, the Big Game Hunter? Yeah, I could. Couldn't I? Yeah, maybe I should just have done that. But it just feels like a waste. It would have been better to just duplicate it. But we still have this. Hopefully.
What to do? What to do?
Nah, I don't know what to do here. I don't want to play the explosive sheep because he can just mortal coil it and then they will be for nothing, and the Echo of Medivh won't work here. I mean, I cannot see any reason to go for explosive sheeps. You can kill everything with it, but still. The thing is just that even though he has nothing on the board, he has drawn a lot, which is really good for us. On the other hand, I feel like my board control is slipping. I mean, the board seems really good in my favor. I have way more HP than he has. But it seems just to me that it would be very easy for me to lose everything here. Okay, so if I Frostbolt then just to keep it in check for one turn, and then go for a Sludge Belcher, and let him then hit him in the face, then that seems cool to me. Then we can go for 2 Explosive Sheeps and then Echo of Medivh. Probably we should Antique Heal, but then Echo of Medivh just to get extra healing. Though the one healing, there will first be only 3 HP. Okay, we may actually just go for this combo first. I don't know. We shouldn't. This is not too bad actually at this point. We should just probably go for even just stall him even more. Why not? And then this and face. He can silence one of these, but that's fine. Well, there was the silence, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, all giants are down. The only thing that is not down is Joaxis. Okay, one more threat is down on the board. So if I go for face and face, Doomsayer it together with a Frost Nova and an Echo of Medivh. Yeah, I can do that.
Job's done.
Cool. So now I have actually pretty much killed anything he has on the board, together with a Taunt and more heal and a Doomsayer. So even if he should be able to get through, he has to silence. Okay, that's cool. That kills most of it. So we will just have to throw down one other Sludge Belcher and then heal. And Doomsayer again. We have another one, so why not? He has to use... he can kill it though. He can kill it. One in there, one in there, one in there, and then through there. So that won't work. We would have to polymorph one of these first. So yeah, sure, why not that one? And go in with that. Cool. 3 targets for all of these. But then I'm in trouble. I think, well, we have still 2 explosive sheeps, so that's fine. Ah, yeah, of course. I was talking all about that mortal coil earlier, and now I forget about it. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. So we'll have to take 8 to the face, but we still have 8 here. 2 explosive sheeps won't do anything. Ah, cool. And a Blizzard. There we go. I don't see... yeah, I think we should probably go for killing one of these. Just if it should be so that he would actually be able to kill the Doomsayer. I mean, if we can actually get through with this. Damn. We don't have more freeze, do we? We have actually used all of it. Yeah, sadly. So how can we deal with this board? Well, we have an ice block. That is surely helping in some way. So 3 explosive sheep, once only, will work. Here, right? This will kill these 2. And with 2 explosive sheeps, all of these will have 1 HP. Which is okay. So if we go for an ice block on top of that, we should be able to just ping one of the Molten Giant down and Antique Heal button next turn. So with that we should hopefully be able to get it clear somewhat. Damn, close. Ouch. That is real bad. And, well, yeah, I'm not so sure if this is going to work. We still have 1 other Echo of Medivh and 2 duplicates, Duplicates. Duplicates? Well, probably is both in all sorts of regions, so... Siphon Soul, interesting. But if you get Joe Axis out, right? Okay, we didn't. Okay, that's at least one okay-ish thing. So he's going to pop this. Damn. So we should maybe have played... No, if we just have played the Doomsayer though, nothing would have happened. And with a Flame Strike we will die. Pretty much. Both of these would then have to hit us in the face. And this won't help us, will it? Not really. Sludge Belcher down, he will pretty much kill it immediately. Even if we do this like this, right? This won't help us. I'm pretty sure this won't help us. But we got him to Fatigue with 10 cards left. Seems rather fine, but the problem is that he just had so many more cards than me that he could just overwhelm me before I could actually do anything. So, yeah, not really the best. But still, the beginning seemed to be fine. As I said, I could already feel me slipping, even when I had way more HP than he had. And as it seemed, maybe control of the board, but with what I had in my hand, I didn't really have any answers for it. So I had pretty much already was in trouble a long time ago. So, I'm not so sure. But oh well. If I had actually kept my opening the first... No, I had a duplicate and an Icebug and a Sludge Belcher as my first stuff. And with all that stuff he threw down immediately, I would have been pretty much done with that. I wouldn't have really have answered anything that he threw down, so... Yeah. Even if I had mulliganed in any other way, it wouldn't have helped. And just the Sludge Belcher, I don't really want to do that. If he is a Freeze Mage, we're in for a good time, but... If he is a Mech Mage, which is probably what he is, then probably not. Okay. Very interesting. So, coin a Fire Blast. Doesn't seem like the worst. I mean, we have a lot of healing in here. Could also just coin the Deathlord next turn. Actually, that is the better thing here. I mean, coining Deathlord, he will pretty much waste a lot of stuff on that. Yes, even with a Mech Warper. Even with a Mech Warper. So that's fine. We could duplicate that too, if he doesn't kill it this turn. I mean, we have a Cone of Cold. We should be able to draw into some kind of removal. But I think having 3 Deathlords is just too much, even with a deck like this. Okay. That is, I guess, okay. That is somewhat good. Okay, he's just going away with it. Yes, fine. Huh. Interesting. So if I do like this... Well, he can't kill it then, but... I'm fine with that. I don't really want to duplicate it, even if that should mean that I cannot get him further ahead. He is at 23 to 23, which is not really the best. Huh. That is a somewhat good thing to have. I mean, it could be worse, right? I mean, but on the other hand, he has a lot of stuff to synergize with this, I think. So, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, Frost Nova, cool. So I think Cone of Cold, then Sludge Belcher next turn. Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. Sludge Belcher, sadly the Sludge Belcher will die. So we cannot duplicate it. We should, yeah, what about we just... Okay, forget the thing about duplicate. Damn. Well, Sludge Belcher will just die to these two, then we will have to accept 6 damage. We will then be able to maybe deal with this board next turn, but I don't know. That Lothar actually just ruined everything, didn't he? I guess we should just have accepted the 8 damage here and then just have healed it away later and then duplicated the Sludge Belcher. And not have gone for the Cone of Cold. Yep, you learn something new every day. Right now I'm just trying to keep him at bay, really, here. I mean, if he can play a lot of stuff that I can Flame Strike, then that would be great. Or with this actually just give me an explosive sheep here. Well, we're now going to accept the 8 damage that I didn't want to have earlier. Ouch. Cold Light. Yeah. We can still Frost Nova after that, right? Keep him at bay. We are dead if not. So let's Cold Light. Antique Healbot, that is cool. And yeah, the Flame Strike, there it is. There we go. Now if he is clever, he will not play anything this turn. He can also just play 2 minions. He has a pretty much a full board here. Oh, well, I'm sure. Cool. I still have Flame Strike, right? He can heal this for 1, meaning that one of them would be alive, but still. Okay, he knows that we're going to Flame Strike. That is good and bad. Okay, that's a Fireball. Yeah, well. Even though I have never played this Mage, for some reason I am still able to predict everything. We're down to 9 HP. We can pretty much die next turn. So we are very at risk at dying. If he has a Fireball and what is it? Freeze fire Ice Blast. What's it? What damn, what's it called? Frostbolt, thank you. Damn, that's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Okay, Deathlord will deal with a lot of it. We'll have to go for an Antique Healbot first though. So if I go for this together with Frost Nova, right? We could also trade in and Frostbolt this, right? That would also work. Try to see if we can get anything here to work. Also maybe trade in here and duplicate, hoping that he kills the Antique Healbot so we can heal a lot. But that is very risky. He is a Mage, so he's going to be aggro, right? So we should probably not do that. Deathlord is going to die immediately. Frost Nova I don't want to do. We have to keep him for later. So Frostbolt this first. Okay. We combo you later. Cool. So this way around. And then Icy Cool and then that. Okay, that is actually not that bad. Then we can duplicate next turn, trade in here, and then hope that he kills trades this way. Okay, maybe not. Oh, we also have Echo of Medivh. Didn't even see that. Maybe we should just try and see if we can get a Flame Strike. Again. We have 2 of them in this deck if I remember correctly. Yeah, we have 2. That is not a Flame Strike. So, yeah. A lot of Deathlords. Well, that would be then only 6 damage to the face. Yeah. Then duplicate on top of that. Frost Nova maybe. And the thing is, I just want to prolong him so that we can actually draw into the stuff we want. Also, he hasn't drawn anything. That bastard. But oh well, if we're going to Echo of Medivh, then we will be able to play a lot of healing and Deathlords next turn. But on the other hand, we will not be able to keep him at bay. Actually, we will have a lot of Deathlords. 1 extra Deathlord and then a little bit of healing, but we'll still take 6 damage. That is not a risk I want to make, at least against the Mage. So now I've rambled enough. Duplicate 2. Yeah, sure, why not? We can hope that he tries to kill this one with a Frostbolt or something like that. On the other hand, if he has a Fireball and then he can just kill this one. Oh, interesting. So, yeah. I guess that's fine. I mean, that is pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, for the face makes almost sense, at least since he's somewhat aggro. I mean, yeah, Mage is aggro. A Cold Light wouldn't be the worst. Just to get that card draw and get that other Flame Strike. This would just be too good of a thing to get. Also, where is his card draw? Mages do have card draw, I'm pretty sure of that. Explosive Sheep. That would do it. He will. This will trigger as the last thing though. Sadly. So if we go in for that one, that is the worst. And then this way, we will kill pretty much everything he has, and we will get a Harvest Golem. Cool. That is something that I can accept. Another Deathlord and an Antique Heal bot. And then we are pretty much fine with that. He cannot kill us this turn, right? Yeah. Okay, he's going to build up a new board, but that's still fine. Even though... Does he really just know what I have? Every time that I go for a big AoE, he just throws down one big thing after the other. And this was a duplicate, right? Yeah. So if we go for this and this, and then we could do this, obviously, just so that he has less firepower, then we're going to have a lot of Deathlords. Also, at least the Deathlords makes him draw some cards here, but if we don't have a Flame Strike, we cannot really deal with any of them. Interesting. Yeah, it makes sense. Another Harvest Golem, that is irritating. Yeah. Well, at least he cannot deal with 2 Deathlords, right? Right? And, well... we could also go for an Explosive Sheep. This would be 5, this would be 9, so we would be 1 HP away from, 1 mana away from actually be able to do all that. Also, I would want to keep the healing in here, so we should probably do this together with this. Yeah, now he cannot at least get through with that. And we have a lot of Deathlords for him and a lot of healing. Or at least some healing, yeah? Another reversing switch. Damn, he's lucky. Oh, you have a Flame Strike too or something like that. Very interesting. That is also a very interesting trait here. I mean, is he afraid of anything like an... Why didn't he trade in with one of these and keep the 2 others? Oh, I'm dead. Damn, I didn't see that. Really, what can you do? 2 reversing switches, man. He could just trade so favorably with that. That is one problem with Deathlords now, as it seems. So even though this deck seems to be doing what it should, I just, every time I get board control in some way, I just lose it immediately. It seems rather okay at the start, but I guess I'm just wasting everything I have and just burning through all of my board control immediately. Meaning that I'm just not patient enough with this deck, I guess. Even though, as I said, it's looked very simple in the construction, it is surely not that simple to play. And with that, thank you for watching. See ya.